Hey everybody, it's Jill again with Laid Back Keto for Boomers. And so I hope you're doing well. It's a Friday night. Just got home from work, long day, and I'm kind of thinking about what we're going to have for dinner. And then I looked in the refrigerator and I know the weekend's coming up. And so I'm like, I want to have plenty of yogurt. And I make my own coconut cream yogurt. Super easy, especially if you have an Instapot. Super easy to do. And so I was gonna just post that I liked it, but then I thought, let me just show them how easy it is to do. So when I started in keto, and by the way, happy hour. When I started in keto back in August, I knew that I was gonna have to be doing a little bit more cooking. I like to cook, so that's lucky for me, but I decided, why try to reinvent the wheel, and try to come up with all these recipes when all you have to do is Google, keto, whatever you want, and I will tell you there is something there. And so when I started looking at yogurt, we used to eat yogurt literally by the bowlfuls, because thinking it was so good for you, and we'd, put John, my honey, he puts yogurt and granola and a bunch of berries and some honey and maybe some peanut butter, and it was just, I can't even imagine how high sugar it was. And we wondered why 2 hours later we were starving. So I kind of just cut out the yogurt to start. And, and then John was kind of like, well, can't we have any yogurt? Because, of course, men, they lose weight. He lost like 20, 25 pounds, like right away. And so I started looking into Googling, what other kind of yogurts could we have? And we could have milk. This could be made out of milk. But I decided, why, if I can do coconut cream and it tastes yummy, why do I need to have the extra carbs? So that's what I did. So I did a bunch of research, tried a bunch of different recipes, and so I thought, well, today, because tonight, if I cook this tonight, if I turn this on tonight, it'll cook all night, and then tomorrow morning we'll wake up and we'll have 2 nice big mason jars, like one of those quarts, I guess, of yogurt. So what I buy is, and I'll put this down below, it's the Sprouts coconut cream. I shopped all over. Whole Foods has it, but it's pretty expensive, and it comes in a very little thing. These are 13.5 ounces, and so I always double it up because we kind of eat it fast through, or should I say my honey John does. So what I did is I have 4 of these, and so kudos to the person who developed this. There are so many people out there doing these recipes, and I'm going to be kind of more about showing you the different ways that I do it more laid back. And here's one simple way is, do your research on your recipes, bookmark them, and then you always have them to come back to. And so this one is through primaldesire.com, and I'll put that down. I'll put the link to the recipe down below, but I think it's fabulous. I think that anybody would question, it really can be a dessert. It's still very, very low carbs. The look of what she's got in there, of how much she's got, all the nutritional, I should say they do. So all you do, and I'm doing this in an Instapot, and so I guess there's other ways to do it, but if you haven't heard about the Instapot, Google it. I will put that also down in a link, but it is the bomb for keto, and it has made my life so much easier because I don't have to wait super long times, especially once you get into intermittent fasting. You're hungry. You get home and you can make a meal very quickly. So this one, obviously, I'm just making ahead for tomorrow morning because it'll be ready. It'll be done. It'll cook all night or whatever it does. You basically you basically turn it off or something. I don't know. It has the whole recipe on there. It has a yogurt setting, but I think it just kind of sits there and grows. Okay, so all I have done here is put 4 of these guys. And like I said, these are way cheaper at Sprouts. You don't have to do anything. So here's my Instapot. Okay, so we now have put just 4 cans of the coconut cream in there. And I had to go back and read my instruction manual because I couldn't remember that you have to keep pressing the yogurt button several times. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit the yogurt on my Instapot, and then it says keep hitting it until it says more, which it did, and then it says boil. Super important that you have that. So I was getting this. I have so many new fun little appliances that I need to kind of reread those every now and then. So basically we set that, and then the cooker will beep to 3 times, which it just did, and then that will do boil. And then when finished, the cooker will beep and the LCD will display yogurt. So that's what we have to do to get that going. So in the meantime, we're gonna let that go. I don't remember how long that takes. It's not very long, but it will totally melt all that coconut cream, because that coconut cream is kind of like, it almost looks like shortening, but it will sit there and melt it and then pasteurize it. And I think you can put the lid on, or you don't have to put the lid on. So in the meantime, so again, it's Friday night. So John's working a little bit later than I am. So I came home and I'm, digging through all of what we're going to cook tonight. And I found some Italian sausage. And I found some more Italian sausage, all in the freezer. So I like to keep, little bits of that. And so I think what I'm going to do, I've bought some of these miracle noodles, if you've ever heard of those. I'll take some bacon, some sausage. This one I'm just kind of making up because you can make any kind of sauce and everything that you want. So yeah, so I think I'm going to get started on that, have my little glass of wine, and I will be right back as soon as this is done, and I'll show you what we do with this. All right, so now this is kind of weird just having a camera because I'm having to use both hands. So I'm going to take this yogurt, and you can kind of see it just basically is all melted. That's all it is. But it gets to a certain temperature, and you have to let it cool down before, because what you're going to be adding once it cools down, you're going to be adding this, what they call yogurt starter, freeze-dried yogurt starter. And so tonight, here's the box on this. I got this at Whole Foods, and I had read that you do so it's Gourmet freeze-dried yogurt starter, and you can get this at Whole Foods. And it's really only like, oh my gosh, I think it was like $5 or something. Most people use a probiotic, and I pulled one out today because I realized I only had one packet, and this is a double recipe. So I'm going to put the probiotic in there, but the gal at Whole Foods said, those are so expensive, much more expensive than doing it this way. So I'm going to do it this way, but you don't put that in there until that cools down to super, super important according to Primal Desire, and it's been fabulous. But you don't put that in there until it cools down to, it has to be, I think, 100. Super important. Yeah, drops below 100. So what I have is one of these handy. I got so many little tools that I want to share with you. So this is a nice little thermometer, got off Amazon. I don't know, I think it was $12 or something. So right now you can see it's reading 145. So right now, if I put that if I put that fermented stuff in yogurt starter, it would kill it. So super, super important just to let that cool. And sometimes, right now, I don't have time. I don't have room in the refrigerator, but sometimes I put it in the freezer, the refrigerator, to get it cooled down. But it takes kind of a long time. So. Okay, we are back, and this is looking so yummy. Oh my gosh, to have all those different sausages and that delicious bacon. I put a little bit of olive oil in there, and that may have been a mistake. Quite a bit of fat, but I thought that chicken was kind of leaner, and just trying to get enough fat there. Okie dokie, kind of towards the end, the yogurt is going. John will be home soon, and this was really ready and no time flat and perfectly keto. And in fact, tonight we might have some of I'd like to do these chocolate chip cookie recipes, and then I keep the dough frozen in the freezer, and then when we have a little treat that we want, we will do the chocolate chip cookie dough, which I'm sure we'll probably do tonight because it's Friday night. So, and all this completely keto friendly and laid back keto and enjoying our life and feeling good. So anyway, hope that you are too. And again, good to see you. Stay tuned next video, I want to literally do the whole quick start and what you have to do to get going. And that was a little piece of thing that was about to go into my spaghetti sauce. So we will we'll start. My next one's going to be the quick start, 5 tips to get you going on that whole keto thing. And I think you'll really enjoy it. So anyway, it's signing off. Enjoy your weekend, and we will talk soon. Thanks again.